Alex, let's take advantage of this tide going out, mate.
I agree.
Metal detection expert Gary Drayton and Alex Lagina are searching for additional clues that could help solve the Oak Island mystery.
When people would have been slipping and sliding on these rocks losing artifacts, the currents would have pushed all the artifacts this way. That's what I'm hoping.
Let's hope they're on this side.
Okay, mate.
Let's see what we can get.
Let's get stuck in. Zigzag along the shoreline.
In recent years, the team has not only recovered metal ship spikes in this area that predate the discovery of the money pit in 1795, but also the 14th century lead cross, which may actually be connected to the Christian military order of the Knights Templar.
There's plenty of places for an artifact to get trapped, that is for sure.
There's a hit.
You got that right, mate. And it's in that area there.
There. Underneath this giant rock.
Yep, let's see what's trapped in the rocks.
The problem is, you have to dig quickly because it keeps filling back in.
Yeah. How does something get down that deep?
With these rocks, I mean, it's almost like it was buried.
Yeah. I say we bring some help and expand the hole and dig it out. We just need some more guys, more shovels.
I agree. I can't dig any deeper than that.
Yeah.
I'll call in my Uncle Rick.
So a text comes in from Alex, my nephew, and it's hard not to get enthused. How can you not be excited? It's a treasure hunt, for gosh sakes. So this is your little pet project, huh?
Little's not the right word for it.
It really could be anything, mate, and it's still there. That's the good news.
Jay, we need to get this water out of the hole.
Exactly.
Draining work, isn't it?
Yep.
The target in Smith's Cove, I think, my gosh, how did you even detect it at that depth? I mean, it's incredible. We're 2-3 feet down. My only thought is it must be quite large.
If I can. This is it here. We just need to dig this out.
Moving. Oh,
There we go. You got it.
Oh, my, you're getting it.
There. It looks like an iron plate. There.
We're gonna need a bigger pouch.
It is an exciting moment for Rick Lagina and other members of the Oak Island team,
Yeah, I don't know what it is. I have no idea.
as they have just unearthed a large, heavily encrusted metal object beneath the shoreline of Smith's Cove.
Some kind of big iron conglomerate coming off a wreck. How the heck did that make its way down there? It's been down there a very long time.
Oh, yeah.
Emma, back at the lab, she always scans these artifacts to see if there's anything else attached.
Kudos to all three of you for not giving up. Okay, let's get that to the lab, get this all back in, and go find some more.
Okay.
Sounds like a plan.
As a new morning begins on Oak Island, Rick Lagina and Gary Drayton join archaeologist Laird Niven and archaeometallurgist Emma Culligan in the Oak Island laboratory.
What was most curious about it to me is it was just heavily encrusted.
Over the past 2 days, Emma and Laird have been analyzing the large iron object that was discovered some 4 feet underground at Smith's Cove, and have successfully removed the corroded materials from its surface.
We're kind of caught off guard because this is not what we expected from that big lump. It's a cast iron stove door.
It's a beautiful design, I will say that.
Yes. I find the design quite unique.
And I like that starburst design, because you found that button on lot 5 that had that starburst design.
An iron door from a stove, bearing a starburst design. similar to the potentially medieval button that was found in 2023 in the stone feature on Lot 5? Could that mean that these artifacts are in some way related to one another?
Was this a popular design on stoves back in the day?
Hopefully some research will show us what that comes from.
But Emma, what can you tell us in terms of the elements?
There were a few pieces that were embedded in some of the concretion, so I have those that I scanned. So cast iron stoves, they can go back to mid-1700s, but the manganese content in it does push it towards more mid-1800s.
Yeah.
We need to find out the design of this stove. And so hopefully that will help us get closer to solving it. The story's complex, and it needs to be told. Whether it be the searcher story or the original depositional story, it's all important. But Gary, we need to go find more.
Yep.
All right, good luck.
Thank you both.
Thank you.
Later that day,
Hey, Craig.
Hey, I'm hoping we can find the vertical shaft.
Rick Lagina joins Craig Tester and members of the team at Smith's Cove as they continue excavating in search of the legendary flood tunnel believed to feed seawater into the original money pit.
If Brustall's were right, I mean, it led down to the flood tunnel.
Right.
So it'd be a good place to dig deep.
I'm gonna check it out from up top. We are in the area of the vertical shaft. It's where the Restalls put wooden forms down the hole. They poured in concrete, their forms blew out, and they lost the hole. Well, here we are at roughly the depth suggested it should be, and we're finding wood. This could be the shaft that we're looking for.
Hey, guys, there's an old shaft or something here. Should be right down there.
Good. Let's check where the wood was found. It takes more than one large board to make a wall of a shaft. So we want to get Gary down there to metal detect, and maybe he can find fasteners or some other proof of this shaft construction. Sounds good.
I'll pinpoint that. Good to see you, Alex. Oh, bollocks. It's like a big bolt, doesn't it?
Yeah,
Modern?
I think probably.
We've got another here, Alex.
Okay.
It's just a... Oh, I see it.
Modern nail.
Not now.
That's what makes me think that's the Restall shaft.
Yeah.
A modern nail? Could it offer an important clue that the team may be close to finding the wooden frame or forms built by the Restall family in 1961 when they poured concrete into the vertical shaft? If so, they may also be on the verge of locating the notorious man-made flood tunnel.
Coming down.
Seems to be all over the place, is it? Yeah. As I suspected, a modern nail.
Modern nail?
Yep, another modern nail.
Okay.
Put it in the bag.
Yep. So as we're digging in Smith's Cove, we found some hints that we might be in the right place. These traces of the Restall's activity, to me, are saying that we're getting close.
Good to see you, Alex. Oh, is that it? You've just pulled it out there?
So yeah, that is it.
Yep. Broken spike of some kind. It's rounded, beveled point.
That modern?
I don't know, it's a tough one to tell. We can get this tested.
Okay. Why don't you bag it?
Yep.
If you confirm the location of the vertical shaft, you can hopefully find the flood tunnel itself because it's a direct connection to the treasure. There are clues to the location of the money pit here in Smith's Cove,
Yeah.
and I think we proved that.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think the next 5, 10 feet is going to give us some information in digging the shaft you guys just found.
I agree.
Yeah.
So we just got to keep digging.
Yep.
Well said.
All right.